Hey y'all, I wanted to share with you a really great little phone. This one's from Metro PCS, but T-Mobile sells it as well, although for $200 more. And just so I can lend some things that I've learned about T-Mobile in your area. If you haven't tried them in a while, you need to try them again. Because what they've done is they've refarmed their their 1900 spectrum on 2G to make it be a 4G LTE spectrum, I want to say. I'm not 100% sure how it all works, but if you call T-Mobile and you ask them if they've refarmed in your area, you have to ask for technical support. And then once you get technical support, you ask if they've refarmed in your area, you give them a zip code and they will change it, check it for you. And chances are they have, because they have gotten so aggressive. And I'm talking about, I had T-Mobile 2 years ago. I could barely get even a quarter of a megaflop or megabyte or whatever it's called down. But now, this is a little $99 non-contract phone from Metro PCS, because as you know, they merged. And it is a CDMA phone. But because it takes a SIM card, I was able to put a T-Mobile SIM in. I paid $10 for an unlock code. I went to safeunlockcode.com. I put in my IMEI number. They popped up with a $10 special. I paid it with PayPal. I received the code in about 5 minutes and a bunch of instructions. It was very easy. But one of the things I will say is I made 2 errors that hopefully I can help y'all to avoid. For one, I kept thinking that the model code on this was a 5659. And by the 3rd time, and it gets a little nerve-wracking because you're only allowed 10 attempts and then you lock the phone forever. By the 3rd time, I was like, why isn't it working? I mean, it should have. And so I went and I Bluetoothed my other phone just to see what model number was requesting permission. And it turned out that it was a S569, not a 5. So as soon as I put that in, it unlocked successful. I was able to get T-Mobile speeds because I had a message that said Perso lock, SIM lock or something. It's crazy. But I will say this, in the directions that they sent me, they were very thorough, but for some reason, I don't think it was my SIM that was locked. I think it was the network. So I had to scroll down once I got into the dialer and pick the 4th option, not SIM, because it wasn't working when I kept doing SIM. Because I don't think the SIM is locked because it's T-Mobile, Metro PCS. So it was a little bit different scenario. But $99 for this phone. And let me tell you, this with my, I don't know if you can see it here in the background, it's charging wirelessly, I might add. But this coupled with this cost me $10 a month because I already have 3 lines on T-Mobile. And once you have more than 2 lines, they charge you $10. You cannot beat that. But anyhow, so I wanted to show y'all the speeds that I'm getting. It's got a 4G indicator. And of course, it's not going to be like, it is real LTE, but I'm not in an LTE area right now because as you can see, it's not showing LTE. There are times that it does, and then I'll get faster speeds, but I'm not in that area. But right now, it's at 4, whatever. I did a test a few minutes ago. It was 8 something. Those are more than enough speed. So if you haven't checked T-Mobile out in a while, you definitely need to give them another chance because they used to be such a substandard network. I would have put them on the par of Sprint. But now, the guy that's running it, I forget his name, it's John Leger or something. He is a really forward thinker. And he has made some changes to his company or that company that are just amazing. So let's see. See, earlier today, I had 8180, 5000. So really, you cannot go wrong. Now, a couple of other things that this phone does, like I showed you, if you want to just see your pictures underneath, all you have to do is just go like that and the icons appear and disappear. Another thing that's really nice is it has the Q-Slide apps, and for such a budget phone, that's amazing. And it lets you put several apps on your desktop and resize them at the same time. So there's the internet, and if we were to put a memo, this phone's a little small to do all this multitasking, but it's nice to know that you can do it if you want. Another nice thing about this phone, I mean, there's so many great things. I just love LG, and I used to be a real Sammy girl, but I gotta close them like that. Is it's got a instant screenshot, and you can write on it at the same time. So instead of fumbling with any buttons, you just pull down your notifications and hit quick memo. Once you do that, you can erase, or you can write, and you can, wait, we have to go into pen, and you can write, or you can even change your pen, you know, you can change the color, the thickness, so you say okay. I don't know if there's an okay button. Let's try the back. Yeah, look at that. Then you can save it or share it, whatever. Also, LG does something that I've never seen before on this phone and on my HTC and on my Optimus. First of all, even on my Optimus, my camera is just one application. I love that they split it into two. So you've got camera and camcorder. So you can put those on your desktop and instantly pull up whichever one you need. But the nice thing is that on here, if I'm recording, I have the option for a flash. So you can actually use a flash while recording, which is really nice because in low light, my videos sometimes look horrible. Let's see. Another couple of things it does is, like I said, super smooth, super fast. The glass, it's not some cheap, you know, let me shut it off and show you. It's kind of dark. It's not that amber brown, ugly glass. It's super smooth. Does not get a lot of fingerprints. They must have a coating on it. It also, the battery life, okay? Amazing. I would say that I get the longest battery life of any phone I've ever used on this. It helps that it's a small screen, but it's got a 2640 milliamp battery inside. And another nice thing about this phone is it has a SD card slot. The battery, I'm sorry, is 2460. SIM card, obviously. And so, very thin, very small. I'm not saying that this could be anybody's daily driver. Definitely could for a teenager or something. But if you're used to having, you know, a phone that is really a high-powered device, but just sometimes it's a little unwieldy, I think is the word, to pick this up and use it, you could just go ahead and get this little guy. He's $10 a month because, like I said, I'm running 2 lines. It's a no-brainer. And T-Mobile is selling this for $249 or 24 payments of $10 a month. But I, like I said, got this on Metro PCS. It's a prepaid. I got it off the shelf at Best Buy. And I just unlocked it for $10. And it's doing everything that the T-Mobile one would do. It's even a little bit better because T-Mobile always puts these super saturated magenta colored icons, and like when you scroll through, I mean, it's not a big thing, but I hate that. I like T-Mobile's colors, but on their icons they just stand out so much like little purple blobs. I hate them. Maybe if they designed them a little better with more detail, they'd be nicer, but they just look like goopy icons. I hate them, and so I don't have any of those because it's a Metro PCS. But what I want to show y'all is how cool LG's software is. I mean, it does a bunch of things, and it's not laggy at all. It's just super, super quick. There's no lag at all. And I love their animations. But what I will say that it does that no other phone that I know does with onboard customization is you can do your icons. So watch, I'm going to show you this really cool. So here's an icon right here that I've customized. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and do a new one. Give me a second. Of course, it's not right there. Okay, so here, whoops. Okay, so I want my screen off to be here like this, but I want it camouflaged. So what you do is you hold down whatever existing icon, you see a little paintbrush, and you go like that. Then you can pick any of these or create your own. So I'm going to pick, and you can do it on that one too, but I don't have the little tree wallpaper, so I'll show you on this one. So you go ahead and you find a picture that is already on your desktop, and you find the spot that you want to put the icon. So in my keys, I want to put it on the tree. So I'm going to go ahead and put it on the tree and say, okay, done. Okay. Now, there it is. So it's a tree, and you take it and you put it on there, and your icons are invisible. How cool is that? So just wanted to share, like I said, it's definitely worth looking into. It's such a great phone. Both of them are. I'm actually probably going to get the G2 just because it's slightly smaller, which is always good when you're talking big phones. And I love LG so much. I can't wait to see what the G2 is doing. So I'll probably sell this one. But it's been a really great experience. I love LG. Okay, that's all, y'all. Bye.